In High Point, North Carolina, a truck's dash cam captures vehicles crossing train tracks that appear to be safe, now that a southbound train has just passed by. When suddenly, the gate comes down again, trapping the truck with a dash cam and a blue car on the tracks as a northbound train approaches. The car's driver gets out in a panic. The train is just seconds away, so she runs for cover, while the truck driver puts it into reverse, pushing through the gates behind them. The northbound train demolishes the woman's car. The driver of the car flees the scene, but 2 days later, she turns herself into police and is charged with having no operator's license and cited for a railroad crossing violation. So at a train crossing, remember, waiting for all the signals to be clear is well worth the extra time. In Everett, Washington, a trucker's dash cam records as he enters onto a busy highway, when suddenly, as the driver of a large RV attempts to move into the trucker's lane, they underestimate the room needed to safely do so. The semi's front bumper clips the RV's rear, and when the semi driver then hits the brakes, the motorhome loses control, sending it careening across multiple lanes of traffic, slamming into the concrete barrier, and finally, sliding to a stop. According to news reports, the two occupants of the RV need to be extricated. They are taken to a nearby hospital and are treated for serious injuries. A painful reminder that familiarity with the vehicle one is driving is crucial to keeping oneself and everyone else on the road out of harm's way. On a California freeway, a motorist records a semi dragging a red car that is wedged under its trailer.
Look at that. That's on the freeway going up the Cajon Pass. I don't know what's going on here.
Making the situation even more dire.
Oh my God.
The driver's life is clearly in danger, so the man filming, along with several other motorists, join forces to flag down the semi-driver.
What the hell?
Which they finally do.
Wow. He drugged the guy. Why were you driving so far?
So far?
Dude, the guy's on in your car.
I didn't know it.
What do you need to know it, dude? He's on your truck. You need to get out of your truck right now. He's literally on your truck.
According to police reports, the incident occurred when the 62-year-old trucker failed to see the red car when he changed lanes and had no idea he had hit it. He is eventually cleared of any wrongdoing. The driver of the red car sustains no injuries. Lesson learned, hopefully for both parties. When big rigs and cars are sharing the road, keep your eyes on the blind spots. It's 5 p.m. in San Francisco. A car's side door camera captures a silver car coming to a stop near a highway on-ramp. Inside that car are two real estate photographers with nearly $7,000 worth of camera equipment in the back. What they don't know is that this black sedan has been following them since they left their chute. As the traffic moves forward, the silver car is now seen on the same vehicle's dash cam. And the black sedan once again pulls up close to its rear. The driver of the car recording, who wishes to remain anonymous, notices the black car, but doesn't think too much of it.
I see this black car coming along my side, and I thought I was just kind of trying to cut into traffic. So I was like, okay, well, I'll let it through. You know, I give him some space. And then I see him cut in front of me as expected.
What happens next is anything but expected. A man in a hooded sweatshirt gets out of the black car, punches through the rear window of the silver car, and grabs a bag full of camera equipment from the trunk.
It was actually dead silent. The only thing you could hear was the glass breaking. Nobody screamed, nobody said a word. And then I see him take the bag, and I'm shocked. And then I see him speed off.
The photographers, Ben Bargabani and his wife, are also shocked and very confused.
I hear the biggest smash in the back windshield. And the first thing that came in my mind was someone rear-ended our car. But I looked back and I saw a hand trying to steal my camera bag. I didn't even know, from which direction they escaped.
You know, I was 50-50 on stomping my accelerator and chasing the black Honda Accord, but I thought to myself, well, they might be armed, so this seems kind of like a dumb idea, and my life is exciting enough, so I chose not to follow.
Though he doesn't follow, he does find a way to help.
I flagged the victims over, I told them, hey, I got footage.
He said his dash cam recorded the whole thing, even the license plate. So we exchanged our phone number.
They share the video with the police and tell them they believe they noticed the suspects watching them earlier.
My wife saw them in front of the house that we were shooting, and she believes that they targeted us from in front of the house.
Despite the video evidence, as of this broadcast, the suspects have not been found. But the story does have a silver lining.
So the night of, I pulled the video from my hard drive. I tweeted what happened. I woke up the next day with, I think, 5,000 retweets, 10,000 likes, and I was like, wow, this is pretty crazy. But after it went viral, a bunch of TV stations started airing it. And one of the TV stations set up a GoFundMe for the camera equipment that was stolen, because it was very expensive, thousands of dollars.
The fundraising helps Ben and his wife replace their stolen equipment. All thanks to a good Samaritan who captured the startling incident on his dash cam.
He's a kind person, and he did take the risk to pull over and help me and to share my story.
They were extremely nice. Ben and his wife took me and my business partner to dinner, and they even did some corporate headshots for me, so I got some professional pictures done by them, all as kind of a generous thank you.
On a New York City interstate, a trucker's dash cam records as traffic slows to a crawl, and some drivers begin using the breakdown lane to try to get ahead. When the trucker spots a white SUV attempting to do the same, he tries to block its way, to no avail. Despite the near miss, both vehicles press on. But once past police, the SUV driver appears to retaliate for the attempted block by what seems like brake checking and slowing the truck's progress. Not wanting to engage, the trucker moves into another lane. But the SUV driver refuses to let it go. No matter which way the truck goes, the SUV driver stays the course. The trucker then attempts to pass the car on the left. And that's when the SUV driver makes a very dangerous and very foolish decision. As the driver attempts to pull in front of the trucker once again, they cut it too close and are clipped by the truck, sending them spinning sideways and into the guardrail. The driver of the truck pulls over and waits for authorities to arrive. No word on the outcome, but the trucker has more than enough evidence to help his side of the story. As for the alleged brake checker, they do well to remember that road rage is always a bad idea, especially when raging at a vehicle much, much bigger than yours. According to the National Safety Council, the second highest cause of preventable injury-related death in the United States is a motor vehicle accident. The first highest cause is dying from a drug overdose. And one evening on a Tennessee highway, Sarah Swain suspects she is suddenly faced with both of these terrifying statistics, as she and a friend spot an erratic driver.
They're literally riding into lanes.
And for Sarah, there's something about the way this particular vehicle is moving that sets off specific alarm bells.
It was about 6 o'clock in the evening, so I was like, that's not somebody drunk driving. And watching further, it wasn't a texting and driving because it was so ongoing and so consistent. So I knew something was wrong. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You got that right? Yeah.
After the close call, they follow the vehicle as it exits the highway. And when the car suddenly stops in the middle of the off-ramp,
No, leave him there.
though there's no way to be sure, Sarah believes the driver may be under the influence of something.
So we need to call him. I'm just gonna call him. Yeah. Unfortunately, I do have addicts in my family, so the overdose situation was not completely new to me, but while being on the road, that was a bit overwhelming.
Sarah calls 911 as she walks to the stopped vehicle.
Sarah, you need to be careful. By the time I approached the vehicle, he was already unconscious behind the wheel with the car still on. Initially, I think I was a little bit more angered and annoyed. As a single mother at the time, all I could think about was if my kids were in the car and we were on the way home from school or daycare or whatever. I couldn't imagine.
Is there kids in the car? Is there kids in the car?
There is a large bag in the car. I noticed a very large bag of powdered substance and a prescription pill bottle.
Early 20s. It was like a gray
Hyundai Accord.
Honda.
Accord.
With the driver still seemingly unconscious, Sarah stays on the line with 911, hoping it's not too late.
He's passed out 3 times now, sir. I'm scared that he's gonna die. Can you please get an ambulance here?
Suddenly, the driver regains consciousness.
Hey. Hey. Okay, he's breathing. Yeah.
Get down.
He's out of it. I mean, he's breathing, but he is out of it. Like, he's not even registering what's going on right now. Like, he needs help.
I was a tech at the hospital downtown Nashville for a little bit, about 6 months. So I did go through some training and knew a little bit about that.
If he doesn't get Narcan, he's gonna...
It's in his hand. Is it Narcan? No.
No. No, he is not. Do you have Narcan in your car?
Thanks to her training, Sarah knows that some drug users keep the opiate blocker Narcan on hand in the event of an overdose.
Do you have Narcan in your glove compartment?
Yeah.
I think that I had a miraculous mixture of everything to handle what I was thrown into that day.
No, check the center console. But be careful for weapons, needles.
The search yields nothing, but fortunately,
They're right here.
emergency services arrive moments later.
After the police finally arrived and medics started helping him, I completely broke down. It's a lot to see someone in that state, whether it's a stranger or someone that you know.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
According to Sarah, the driver is taken to the hospital for treatment and ends up facing no charges.
It looks like they're passed out.
And while her actions may have saved his life,
There is a large bag of car.
Sarah remains humble about what she did that day.
I don't think it's heroic at all. I think it's common human decency. He's still a human and deserves compassion. If I can stop and help in any way, why wouldn't I?
I mean, he's breathing, but he is out of it. Like, he's not even registering what's going on right now.
On an interstate in Orlando, Florida,
Yo, who you trying to fish there?
a dash cam records a driver and his passenger reacting to a sports car behind them, driving aggressively.
With no front bumper, but he thinks he's a race car shit. Yo, my
The driver with the dash cam
what the wanna do, bitch?
appears to brake check, an illegal move in Florida, causing the tailgating driver to allegedly bump him from behind. The sports car driver speeds past, but a short while later, they meet up again. And this time, the driver with the dash cam claims the driver of the sports car threatens him by allegedly flashing a firearm. The dash cam driver then unwisely decides to call his bluff and follows the allegedly gun-toting motorist, which prompts the sports car driver to send a second, much clearer warning. But this driver is also toting a weapon. And when the other motorist appears to pull the gun a third time, this driver does the unthinkable. The driver takes his hands off the wheel, aims at the silver car, and fires 4 rounds through his windshield, sending shards of glass everywhere and terrifying his passenger. The dash cam driver exits the highway and reports the incident to the police. Marco Mazzetta claims he felt threatened and was acting in self-defense. According to Marco, he holds a valid Florida concealed carry permit.
Yo, don't do that. Stop. Oh, crazy.
Luckily, no one on the road was injured in the open gunfire.
Shot a gun?
But nonetheless, a scary and dangerous situation that shows how quickly things can escalate from small acts of road rage
What the wanna do, bitch?
to the use of a deadly weapon.
Crazy.
In Dana Point, California, a driver's dash cam records as 2 vehicles engage in some aggressive driving, which is quickly becoming a danger to everyone else on the road. The back and forth continues. Right up to a stoplight, where it suddenly explodes. As bad as this situation is, it's about to get even worse. The driver of the hatchback takes off. The pickup truck driver, who may have hit his head on the road in the fall, appears unsteady, and then takes some time to regroup before leaving the scene. A brutal addition to his commute. Lily Peterson and her family are traveling down a road in Yuba City, California.
Hope they wash my truck tomorrow. There's 2 more things I need to put on that list.
When out of nowhere,
Oh my God.
I'm glad that I was
911, 911.
a car flies through the air, between hanging power lines, and lands bumper first, directly in front of the family's car.
Oh my God.
I'm glad that I was
911, 911.
When I saw it, I had automatically just screamed. I thought at first it was a rocket because I couldn't tell since I wear glasses.
Maybe nobody was in there.
Oh my God, Mike, can you just back up a little bit?
Well, honey, just hold on.
Get out of
You're not gonna be able to do much.
Get out of the way, please.
My biggest fear was that that car was going to explode.
Stop it,
Yes,
Carlos.
we are on the onstop ramp on Yuba City, and there was a car that fell off the highway.
It didn't fall off. It jumped the whole road.
Everything starts to move like it seems slower, and your thought process is not the same. Because in my whole entire life, I had never seen something like that. It was very difficult for me to find the phone, to dial 911, to remember what the name of the street was, what had happened.
As Lily remains on the phone with 911,
Hold on.
Stop it.
I'm afraid to go over there, but stop.
Michael musters up the courage to scope things out, terrified of what he'll find.
Onstop Road.
Okay, what's the description of the vehicle?
It's a white car, I think, that's on fire.
When I saw that car, I didn't even think that anybody was actually in it, the way it was going and the way of the impact.
But when Michael looks inside the wrecked vehicle, he sees that it does in fact have a driver. A 26-year-old woman who is conscious and amazingly appears to have only minor injuries. The victim is taken to a nearby hospital. Apparently, she had lost control of her vehicle as it accelerated up an overpass after being involved in a hit and run on the adjacent highway.
I can't imagine someone driving that fast to hit that ramp, go flying over the bridge, and the impact falling on the other side of the road where we were at.
Needless to say, the event left a very lasting impression on Lily and the whole family.
I'm very cautious now because some people run the stop signs, people are not paying attention, they're on their phones. Whatever you do, just be aware all the time because, you know, you're not the only one in the road.
911, 911.
A rideshare driver in Lancaster, Pennsylvania is pulling up to a requested location to pick up a rider. Little does he know, it could be the last pickup he ever makes. No rider shows up, so the driver waits, anticipating that he will eventually collect a cancellation fee and move on to his next customer.
What's up, PJ? PJ? No, PJ. What's his name? PJ. That's what I'm looking for. PJ.
A young man has approached his car, and he's not very friendly.
I'm just picking somebody else over here. Nope.
We'll drive on.
Unfortunately for the rideshare driver, that unpleasant interaction is a sign of more trouble ahead. Just a few seconds later,
PJ, right? Yeah. Where you going? Colonial Crest?
Yeah. No, it's not me, bro. I'm playing, bro. I'm playing.
Seriously? Get the out.
it isn't PJ, which understandably irritates the driver. But things are about to get so much worse.
Get the out.
Yo, wash your mouth.
Okay, well,
Wash your mouth.
I have no
Wash your
problem
mouth.
with me.
Yo, wash your
I have
mouth,
no
son.
problem with you, but I'm trying to do a job.
I'm
Just
gonna
like,
go wash your mouth. You gonna watch
Okay.
it. You talk to me, son.
Can you please
On my
get out
mother,
of my
son, you gonna
car?
watch it. You talk to me.
Okay.
On my mother.
Can you please get out of my car?
You gonna watch it. Talk to me. Listen.
A friend of the young man, armed with a pistol, is outside the driver's side window.
You talk to me. What's up?
Dude.
What's up with you? So what you trying to do?
All I'm asking you to do is
What
to
you
please
trying
get
to
out
do?
of my
The man in the car is also armed.
do is
What
to
you
please
trying
get
to
out
do?
of my
Don't talk
car.
to me crazy. What's up? What's up?
Dude!
Get the off.
I'm trying to get out of here. Can you please get out of my
Run
car
your
now?
pockets. Everything you got. Everything
I don't
you
have
got.
anything in my
Everything
pocket.
you got for a billion right now.
Yo!
Get the
Get out of my car right now!
Yo.
Get out of my car! Dude!
The driver gets away with his life intact. Something that was very much in question just seconds ago. The driver immediately goes to the police. Thanks to the recording, both assailants are eventually arrested and plead guilty to robbery and using and carrying a firearm. The driver later says he believes it was a setup. He shares the video to help other drivers and says he has no intention of quitting his ride-sharing job.